everybody, welcome to the second episode of Vanish Live. It's great to be back. A couple of a really good show lined up for you. We're going to fly over to Spain, we're going to head over to England, and we're also going to check out somebody in Canada. So it's a really good show, lots of people to talk to, lots of things to show you, some product highlights and some really special things. We also announced if you saw the edition of Vanish for August, you would have seen the first award that we're giving away for the top product of 2019. So we're going to in 2020. We're going to share that later on. It's time to do some prizes. Before we do that, let's just check out the covers. Remember that the cover for this edition is the one and only Marvin Burgless. So it's a great story about how he started the company and some great advice for people. And we're going to talk to Marvin later on. Also, the double issue is one and only Mr. Electric Marvin Roy, who sadly passed away. I do have a Marvin Roy story which I was going to share last month and I forgot. I was 18 years old when I first saw Marvin lecture, and I would easily say the best lecture I've ever seen, Mr. Electric. He didn't teach one magic trick, but he explained how to put an act together. And then from that point on, I was dressing up and had a passion for Charlie Chaplin ever since I was about 8 years old. But Mr. Electric really helped me connect the two together. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am and I wouldn't be doing Charlie Chaplin. It really was the best lecture. Very quick story. I was on a cruise ship a couple of years ago, and look at this. My son's watching. I just want to show this. This is funny. So, Daddy, that's my son watching. So, John Paul in another room. You have to sit down and watch me, John Paul. Very important. So anyway, I was on a cruise ship, and a couple of years back, quite a few years back, and a lady came up to me, elderly lady came up to me and said, you wrote, after my show, she said, when I was a young girl, very young, I grew up next to a kid who liked magic, and we grew up till about 13 or 14 years together, and we were the best friends. We did everything together. He was like my brother. And I always wondered what happened to him. I said, well, what are the chances? I said, well, do you remember his name? He said, yes, he became Marvin Roy. And I'm like, Marvin Roy? Then I explained to her about how it was him that put my act, I didn't help. He encouraged me to do the Chaplin act by showing me how to put a theme together. And so it was a lovely story, lovely moment. And she said, I wonder if, oh, now he's saying another comment. Thank you, John Paul. I wonder if, in fact, you could put me in touch with Marvin. I would love to connect. I said, well, I don't know. He doesn't have email. So I was able to get his phone number. A couple of days later on the ship, she comes up to me and she's crying. And I said, oh, are you okay? She says, yes. She says, these are tears of joy. She said, I phoned him from the ship and he remembered me. We reminisced. Now, at that point, sadly, Carol, Marvin's wife, was in hospice. So they weren't able to catch up. But they did catch up later on, I found out. And it was lovely to be able to reconnect these two people from their childhood. It was a lovely story. So that's my Marvin Roy story. But we do have great, Marvin will be missed. Lovely, genuinely a lovely man. So check out this edition. Nick Lewin has a great story on Marvin. Right now, we've got competition time. Wow, we'll get some great prizes right here. We're going to give away two things today. The Wiser wallet, which we're going to talk about later on because that made product highlight, and we're also going to be giving away his latest effect, Manifest, which I have here. Brand new. We have a brand new Manifest to give away. Manifest is a great trick. I've been doing it in my online shows because it's perfect. On my bag behind me, I have this luggage tag, and then people can call out anything they like, and when you open it up, inside is is whatever they called out, the destination, the plane number, their name, whatever name they make up, and it's all in there. It's terrific. I've also been doing this in my social distance shows. I have it on my performance bag, and I can do it. So it's terrific. So we're going to be giving away that and the Wiser wallet, which we're going to talk about. All you have to do, this is it, all you have to do to win they're going to come together. All you have to do is like and share this. So just like and share. We're going to keep it up for a week. The competition goes on for a week, so just share this, and then we're going to take all the shared ones and they're going to go into the draw to win the Manifest tag and the Wiser wallet. So thank you to Danny Wiser for supplying those for us. Okay, let's check out what else is happening. It's time to head over to the UK. I think, what's the time? Yep, we're going to head over and have a chat to the one and only Marvin Burgless. Marvin, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me from the UK.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for having me on the cover. I mean, that's fantastic. I'm really honoured. You know.
Well, we're on it too. It's been a long time coming. You know, every time I go to the UK, one of the first things I do is I go. Is it Hamleys? That's the toy store?
Yeah,
I
we're in Hamleys and Harrods and Selfridges and all the big stores. Yeah,
and in the States, are you're in what's it? I forget. It's in the magazine, but it's
it's FAO Schwartz.
that's it.
It's a
That's the
very
big
famous
one.
big,
Yeah. Oh,
big
that's
store
fantastic.
in Rockefeller Plaza. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I mean, it's great to have you on the cover and such a great story. You were 28 when you started the business, right?
When I started Marvin's Magic, I was 28, but I'd even started a couple of businesses before then. I've always been fairly entrepreneurial and trying to mix my love of magic and showmanship with business, and it was quite instinctive, really. But it's a fabulous story. I've been blessed, and it's been really a great journey. And
Well,
it's
it's
still happening, you know.
yeah, right, and especially with what's going on now. I mean, that was a really nice. It's with Vanish, I try to make everything current, and so it was great having your ideas and your thoughts on what's happening now. I'm going to ask you a question in a second, just one question, because I'd like people to obviously go and read the edition this edition of Vanish. First of all, I just wanted to ask, your dad celebrated a birthday. How's he doing?
Yeah, my dad, David Berglas, obviously a legend in the
Yeah.
world of magic. And it was his birthday yesterday, and he actually came over to the house, which is the first time he's been out for a while in lockdown. It was his 94th birthday, and he's incredible. I mean, you know, obviously his mind is so active, and you know, he was talking to my two sons
Yeah.
and me and stuff about reminiscing about certain things, and he comes so sharp and alive, and he's got such an amazing memory, and he's had, you know, in fact, there's so many crazy stories. He knows, or he's met the Dalai Lama, he's met Pablo Picasso, he's met Sigmund Freud, you know, just in walks of life, and then of course all his showbiz stuff as well. So there can't be many people in the world who've done that, and he's got a story to tell. So we're really trying hard to put it all together and create a special sort of website with all the resources together, you know.
Oh, that'd be incredible. You know, and that's fantastic. It reminds me of Charlie Chaplin. He was similar in the respect that he met all these incredible people, and it made him. He was from the UK originally, and so
Yeah.
he formed his views by meeting these people and talking to these people. You know, it just makes you so worldly. I mean, your dad's incredible. I never forget the first time I met you and your dad was when I lectured. I just started lecturing in my first lecture of the UK, and I think it was my first lecture. It was nervous as it was, but sitting in the front row with you and your dad, I'm going, well, I'm supposed to lecture to these these two guys, and I had to do my chair test and some mentalism.
It
Man,
was,
I've
it
never
was
shaken so.
I remember it very well. We went out for dinner afterwards.
We
It was
did.
good
It was
fun,
a
wasn't
lovely night. I'll
it?
never
Yeah.
ever one of the highlights of my career. So thank you. So we obviously want people to go and read Vanish, the incredible story about your business, and you have such a great businessman. I mean, I've seen. I've seen what you've done in this toy stores and with my son who you just met earlier. Prior to this, uh, has I get him all the Marvin's Magic kits. He loves it, and when he finishes with it, I use it. Um, you know what I really, and I'll ask you the question. I will get to. I promise. What I really liked about what you guys are doing is you're moving. You know, Magic kits. You know, when you think of a Magic kit, what you've done is really change it because you've got Rubik cubes kits. You've got the what are not the iPhone, but the interactive
I imagine, yeah.
iMagic.
Yeah, basically, you know, magic evolves and people evolve, and obviously, you know, magic's a very traditional art form, but it's moving all the time, and we really have kept our longevity by being able to adapt, and that's a lot of what the story is about, and
Yes.
how it can help a lot of people. Because I think in life, in business, you have to be able to adapt and change with the times. And now we're really proud, for example, that every Marvin's Magic set comes with our special app, so the products work for themselves, but if you augment them with the use of the app, you've got augmented reality, you've got downloads and things that can do some really amazing things like our award-winning iMagic. And as you said just now, we're launching in September. We're just really proud that Erno Rubik, the inventor of the Rubik Cube, they approached us about putting a magic set together. We worked and I met him in Germany earlier in the year at the trade launch, and we've got some really special things. I think people will love it,
That's
you know.
exciting. So, what advice? I'm just going to finish with this because we do want people to read the magazine and read your story. But it's a great story. What would you say to those people who are struggling now, especially in these times, and maybe want to adapt or something? What sort of advice from somebody like yourself, who's very smart, very switched on with what's going on in the business world? What sort of advice would
Well,
you have for us?
let's be realistic. It is an unprecedented time, and it's a difficult time, but it's such an important time to keep yourself motivated and be glass half full rather than half empty. Use this time well. It's obviously a tough time in the entertainment business for everybody, and for hospitality industry where we're all affected. We all do gigs, and obviously I think it's going to come back with a bounce. There's no question. People are dying to get back out there, and things are starting to happen. But let's use the time wisely. Let's use the time to learn some new things and hone some new skills, and really try hard and be adaptive. I know a lot of people have been creative with trying to do Zoom magic and different things over the airways, and what works in this square as opposed to interactive and things. And just being adaptive and thinking about things, I think it forces us almost in a different way, in the same way that probably people won't now necessarily be traveling as far to go to meetings and commuting for an hour to use their emails and phones, but they can do that from home. Use that time wisely. A lot of people trying to get fit and healthy and learn some new skills. And I think the same must apply to us as performers. It's really important to be adaptive. And I think the story we've said, because we've obviously got longevity, and we started off as in store doing demonstrations, but that's only a small part of our business now. I think retail high street could change, of course, but if you've got, as we've tried to put, what we call retail entertainment, in other words, in-store theatre, and bring things to life, there's always a demand for that, in the same way there will always be a demand for magicians and entertainers, in my opinion. But we've also pushed a lot of stuff online and learned how to sort of work online, not just in the UK, but all around the world. And obviously, when you see what Amazon are doing and things like that, that's the way forward. We've got to find different routes to market. And we've also, so we've got several things. We supply a lot of the online retailers, a lot of the retailers, and the in-store demonstrations. So we try very hard to be adaptive. And I know that a big business like Hamleys always come in with new owners every now and then. We've had to work very hard with different people, different ethos, different cultures. And if you think really what the customer is looking for, I think that's really important. So if someone wants some entertainment, why is yours different? I think it's not necessarily about the trick, it's about the delivering of the trick and the personality of the performer. And that's something we can always be, working on and developing.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, Marvin, thank you. It's great to have you on the cover. Please say hello from me and from all the readers of Vanish to your dad, and wish him a very happy birthday for yesterday, or for the other day, sorry, last week. Yeah. But it's thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon, Marvin. Thank you.
I hope you enjoy your article. Thanks so much for having me. Nice to see everyone. Yes, take care.
Bye.
Channing Pollock was born in 1926 in Sacramento. David Copperfield once described him as the James Bond of magic. Who would really want to argue with that? Meet Channing Pollock, magician, icon, actor, the man who pretty much invented dove magic as we see it today. Take a look and check out these moves. Channing's style, sophistication, and technical expertise made him friend, mentor, and teacher to some of the greatest people in magic. You can put Lance Burton and Johnny Thompson on that list. Channing learned his magic chops, like so many other great manipulators, at the Chavez School of Magic. He went on not just to perform magic, but to become a movie star. He starred in many, many movies, and his screen presence was amazing. He once even got to play the ultimate Birdman. I first met Channing back in the 70s, and we loved to talk about A Course in Miracles. He loved metaphysics and could talk for hours. We never did get to speak any magic, but just watching him was a lesson all its own. Now, I told you he was an actor, but look at the way he really acts this out. Have you ever seen anyone pick up a cage and make it look really like he picked it up? Not like this. Happy birthday, Channing. To me, you were simply the best.
Hey, Ruben, thank you. This is so great. First of all, Ruben, let me just congratulate you. You won the Vanish Award for the best effect for 2019 and 2020. Hooked. It really is an awesome, awesome prop, and what a great routine, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I really put the many years of my life on this routine. Actually, my favorite routine. So I'm really happy and blessed. Thank you, Vanish Magazine, to give me this amazing award. It's actually my favorite award. I have a few one, in my career. That one is my favorite, definitely, no
Well,
doubt about that.
your everything you put out. I mean, I actually perform your material, and then I nominated this. We went to the group that helped me adjudicate this, and then it was quite an easy sell for me because everything in it, from the production of it, from your tutorial to the music, even. I mean, the music is fantastic, and I know that you sell the entire track to your show. I actually listened to it. I have it on my iPhone. It's great
Oh,
music. I love it. Can you tell us
thank
a
you.
little? Can you tell us a little bit about the music?
Tell you a little bit about the music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I had a bad connection. Yeah. The music is composed by one really good friend, Roman Godwell, and I got inspiration about the French cinema and all movies and stuff and weird sounds, and so we've been working in the music for like 10 years
Wow.
until we created the full album that is now out there, and took me yeah 10 years. Fighting with my friend. He's German,
Oh yeah.
German mind, really, and I'm Spanish, more like easygoing. But
Yeah.
I think he made an amazing product, so
Oh, it is
I think
terrific.
it's worth it. Yeah.
Now the actual. I mean, I'm not going to expose anything if I open up the lid. I'm going to hide something in here. Though. I will hide. Hang on. I'm going to hide something so that you don't want to see everything. But I mean, the fish hooks, for example, are just. I mean, these are custom made. I can show you the hooks. These are custom made. They're in a little package. I won't take those out just to protect them. But
Yeah,
these, I mean, they're
exactly.
custom made. This is phenomenal. This method. So, can you explain a little bit about who do you get to make these things? So they're all custom made. It's terrific.
Yeah, I made everything myself in this particular routine, from the wood, from the hooks I order in a shop,
Yeah, yeah.
in Spain. But the rest I did
Those are
everything myself
amazing
with.
hooks.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, like a little hint, secret. The hooks has the same shape of my thumb.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's like I took the shape and I created like a little signature in the
I
design.
mean, even the hooks are custom made. It's terrific.
Everything. Yeah, you cannot find any of these things on the market like a normal thing.
Yeah.
So everything is and I build it one by one in my warehouse here. I'm always, as you can see here with my 3D printer and
Yeah.
all the stuff, creating new stuff. So yeah.
I know. I remember when we did the story when you were on the cover of Vanish, and we had the photos of your workshop and stuff. And so do you do all the woodwork and so on?
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
This is all. I mean,
Yeah.
this is to me. This is ingenious. This I won't expose it or anything, but this is just brilliant. The spool of thread. It just makes it so easy. It's just terrific. So
Yeah.
the the whole thing is just and also congratulations on your performance with Penn and Teller.
Oh, thank you. Was good fun to be there. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know Tele for many years, so he knew the
Oh.
trick already, and we
Oh.
talked about this thing many years ago. Actually, the first time he invited me on the TV show back 2015, I guess.
Yep.
But the producer told me that because the routine, the external routine is similar to his routine, the classic routine.
Yep.
The producer told me, "Oh, let's wait a couple of seasons, and then you will come to show your routine." So to have
Well, you've got a lot of
some years.
yeah. Well, I expect you to go back because you've got a lot of other good things to show them too.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, I would
Uh,
love to.
it really is. It really is worthy. The passion that goes into your magic, and also not just the effect you produced. You have a website we'll put up on the screen, but everything else you do, your performance. I mean, you're one of my favorite performers. I've told you this before.
Oh,
The,
thank you.
the originality, the thought that goes into it. Now we've spoken about this before. In the past, Spanish magicians are well known for their cards, their close-up, but you've really, what I love about what you've done is taken that, the Spanish mindset, if you like, because there was a Spanish feel about the act, and then but put it into stage. It's just terrific.
Yeah. My school definitely is a close-up magic school, Spanish school,
Yeah.
and I take the concept of close-up magic, Spanish mind,
Yeah.
and take it on stage. So yeah,
And you know what?
it's a little bit more work.
Yeah, and of course, if people want to find out more about you, they can go to the Vanish edition, because your whole story is in there. So once again, congratulations. It really deserves the top product award. It really is fantastic. We're going to play a little clip, and then congratulations, my friend, and stay safe over there in Spain.
Thank you. Yeah, you too. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Paul, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Wow, wasn't it a great performance? Ruben, terrific. Just as the way he works to the music, everything. I just love that piece. Do check Ruben's website out as well. He's got some incredible products on there and such a great performer. We're going to check out Vanish Magazine, then we're going to wrap the show up. But thanks for joining us. But before we do that, we're going to, in this week's or this month's edition of Vanish, we have some great magic effects as well. One of my favorites is Louis Fox. And this trick that Louis is going to show us right now is, you can find out how it works in the latest edition of Vanish Magazine. This is a really, really cool magic trick. Here's something from Louis.
Hey, I'm Louie. I'm out walking the dog. Here's a little trick that uses a cinnamon bear. Watch him close. Whoop! Take the cinnamon out. It's probably, there you go, one of the weirder tricks I do. Here you go, watch close. Cinnamon bear. Pull out the cinnamon, and that leaves you with the bear.
Hi Connie, welcome to Vanish TV and welcome to the Vanish family.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
What a career you've had too. It's incredible. 30 years, I think you said. Great article in the current Vanish magazine. Thanks for this. And I'm really excited about the upcoming series that we're going to do, that you're going to do, featuring Women in Magic. Can you just talk a little bit about that for us? What can we look forward to?
Well, Women in Magic actually started as a quarantine project during this pandemic, but it's evolved into, I think it's going to be a lifetime project. I noticed that there wasn't a place for Women in Magic, a source where you could actually go and find out about other women, successful women in all different genres of magic. And so I thought, well, I'll start by seeing if anybody would be interested. And because I have a captive audience right now, everyone wanted to participate, so it's actually the perfect opportunity to try to document these women. And we've had wonderful success, and it's just, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying understanding the challenges and the just life stories of all of these talented women and guests. And it's not just for women in magic, it's for all magicians. I think anyone that listens to the talks can relate to the challenges that these professionals are going through and have gone through.
Well, it's the same for everybody. It's just people in general, we're all going, as professionals, we all go through it, men or women, it doesn't matter. But because I just think the slant or the idea of women in magic is, you see, eventually, let's hope it gets to the point where there's no thought of man or woman. That's the goal, right? So, but terrific series you're doing, and I'm super excited. And now, of course, your podcasts are doing your blog, your podcast, are doing really well too, or vlogs.
We have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page, but the YouTube channel offers, at any point in time, anyone can go onto the YouTube channel and they can watch any of the guest interviews. They range in length from 10 to 20 minutes, generally probably around 13 to 15 minutes on average. And each guest so far has provided so much insightful, important information that we've had 2 and sometimes 3 different sequels to the first talk. So, we had Billy Kidd giving some really insightful information about working on television and being aware of what your parameters are. And it's very strange for a magician to work in this parameter, but that's what you need to do in order to obtain and secure that type of work. So, little pointers like that, I think they're vital and they help everybody.
Oh, absolutely. So, and coming up, I know I'm going to leave it up to you to choose who you want to feature in each edition. So I'm super excited because every time you see me an email, there's someone I go, oh, fantastic! Oh, this is awesome. You can reach people. You can reach people I can't. So it's really nice. It's good.
Yeah. Like I said, I've had fabulous response from all of the women, and maybe being in the business for so long gives you a little bit of credibility, but I also can relate to them. So when they talk about a specific experience, most of us have lived it. So, but for younger people starting out, and also some of the experiences of my vintage don't even pertain anymore to the younger generation, but they should learn from the history and what it took to get where we are now in 2020 in magic. And our next talk this week is with Diana Zimmerman, and she's 71 years old and had just an amazing career. And I would be hard pressed for a lot of younger magicians don't know who she is. I mean, she had her own television show. She did everything that's, look, I get goosebumps talking about it.
I know, yeah.
Brilliant.
She's amazing. She did the tribute to Siegfried, to Roy in the past edition, and it was just lovely to connect with her, and I mean her work with her book and project, but also everything she's done is truly amazing. So this is what you're doing is really wonderful, and that's all what Vanish is about as well. So thank you.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for giving us a platform. I all of the women and all of the magicians, thank you very, very much, because it's a true labor of love what you're doing, and it's got great benefits. Thank you.
Well, thanks. Hey, Connie, great to talk to you. We're going to get people to read the current edition of Vanish, and then follow each edition with a different feature in it, so that you're going to be putting together. So thank you very much, Connie, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hey, stay safe, stay magical.
Thanks, Connie. Okay, so now it's time for product highlight. An honourable mention, Nick Lewin's Card Stab. If you check out the latest Vanish Magic magazine and go to the review section, you'll see we have a review of Nick's Card Stab. It's a great routine. The close-up version floored me. It has a kicker ending I never saw coming. It's well worth checking out. There's a stand-up version too that he teaches, which I believe, from memory, was filmed at a casino that he was working in Las Vegas last year, I think it was. So he's performing for, you see real-world performances, and then he has the explanations. And Nick goes into detail because he's been performing these for so many years. They're staples of his working repertoire, and so he's sharing them with us now. So go and check that out. Okay, so the first product highlight we have is the Wiser Wallet. I love this. It's a beautifully crafted wallet for a start, but also I love the size. I'm able to keep everything in this. When I go shopping, this is the wallet I take. I keep my credit cards in there. We're in a cashless society where we are. I'm not sure about where you are, but we are here in Canada, and nobody takes cash. It's all on the card now. So this is really perfect because I don't have to take any cash with me. I keep all my cards in there, but I'm also able to do magic tricks anywhere, social distance if I have to. I can do this online. As you saw in the video, you can do instant changes, visible changes. There is a money clip here if you want to put predictions. I do like the idea of the money clip. That's quite handy actually. But if you have a business card, you can put a business card and do a prediction. You can have business cards in here and instantly change. You can have cash in here and instantly change 1 to 100, or a blank business card to a printed business card, or you can change some money to a card, whatever you want, anything at all. Even a playing card will fit in there as a prediction if you want. So that will just go in there like that. Let's put that in there. So you can put pretty much anything the size of a playing card will fit in there. Love the Wiser Wallet product highlight. The next product highlight is we have Cryptid, a great book test. If you're like me, I love book tests. I collect book tests. This is my quote for this one: the Swiss Army of all book tests. I love this. There is so much you can do. It uses well-known methods that have been done before, but in a slightly different way. This book test, a couple of things about it. First of all, the two important things I feel is the size of the font. The font is nice and big, so you don't have to have people, usually I get people wearing glasses, but not in this case because it's nice size font. Let me show you there. If you can see that, so it's a good size font. The book is nice and light. You're able to open it up fully without it breaking. It comes with a little crypt if you want to learn something. It's very simple to learn. Also, the subject matter is one of the best parts of this. The subject matter is cryptids. So if you're into sort of Sasquatch and so on, it's all those sort of really cool, odd monster things. This is a great book test. So check it out. It's available from hocuspocus.com. I love, love, love this book test. Finally, the final product highlight. This is probably the world's ultimate pack small, play big trick. If you saw Wes do this on on Penn and Teller Fool Us, you'll know that he fooled them with it. The only thing you're going to need for this is a coin, and when you buy this from him, even though it's a regular coin, he will supply you a coin. But I live in Canada, and I've been able to do this with Canadian coins, so it doesn't really matter. I also started doing it with sort of larger coins. I have a huge collection of coins, so I can do this with larger coins, and able to tell you exactly like Wes does in the Penn and Teller show. He can control the outcome. It's really, really cool. This is a fantastic trick. I've been having fun with this. I do social distance shows right now at a resort, so I've been able to have people back, but being able to still entertain them. And this is one of my go-to tricks, because all it does is I'm on stage, I do this. We actually have a camera that goes back onto a screen, and then they see it on the screen, heads or tails. So it's really, really cool. This is something you can have a lot of fun with. It's a great routine, and I urge you, go and watch Wes perform this on Penn and Teller's Fool Us. So those are the 3 product highlights. Really great effects this edition, and of course we will be giving away the prize. We will be giving away a Wiser wallet. So remember, to win a Wiser wallet, all you have to do is share this live feed, and you go in to win a Wiser wallet. So do go and check it out. Okay, well, there we go. That's the show. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Remember, you can do, as I said earlier, you get to win the Wiser wallet, and we're also going to give away Manifest. So these 2 great tricks by Danny Wiser. Thanks, Danny, for supplying these. One lucky customer is going to get both of these tricks, the Wiser wallet and his latest Manifest. It's been a great show. Do check out the latest Vanish magazine. To win those prizes, all you have to do is share. We're going to keep it up for a week, and in a week's time, we're going to take everyone who shared this on their feed or throughout various magic groups. You will go in to win a chance to win those 2 wonderful prizes. Thank you for joining me. Check out the August edition of Vanish. It is a really great edition. Also, of course, we have our regular series by Kevin on Black Lives Matter. A really great, some really amazing stories again that everybody should be reading. We're going to continue that series. We also start our new series, as I interviewed Connie, Woman in Magic. Lots of great things coming up in Vanish, so we look forward to seeing you guys again. I'll see you next month. In the meantime, enjoy the latest copy of Vanish magazine from, where is it? www.vanishmagazine.com. Thanks very much, and have an awesome week. Have an awesome month.